Alright, Andrew?
Yeah.
Do you need petrol?
Sorry, the battery went dead again.
Still battery problems.
Yeah. Trouble is, watch is dragging on.
How did you get it going?
Jumped into the battery. Car
Okay.
battery.
We did lose an hour in bed, so I'm not blaming him for being about
Right then.
30
Bumpy
minutes
time.
late. But
Think that's enough
his
room?
bike wouldn't start because the battery was still flat.
So, because you only rode it from here to there, then we've stopped. Yeah. So you haven't charged the battery. It hasn't charged the battery, has it? Right then. Try now. Oh. It's gonna be pretty hard.
So after a few failed attempts at bump starting Andrew's bike, I told him to ring his dad to quickly come up so he could jump start it off his van or something.
And he's gone.
So off-road, I'm comfortable around 25 to 30 miles an hour. I don't like going too much faster than that. Andrew's got a good speed of about 45. Easy. And this is the first lane of the day, so I'm not particularly confident and fast at the moment. I get faster as the day goes on. But no, from the word go, he is just gone. The last time I went down this lane was in the summer, and now this was right after a lot of heavy rain, so it was very, very muddy and slippery, and the river was a lot higher than in what it was in the summer.
Whoa!
Once out of the river, I like this bit. It's just quite a straight section. Bit slippery because it's all wet, but you could get a decent speed. For a split second I hit 40 miles an hour, but that might be because my rear was spinning for a bit.
Alright.
As we came up to this clearing, saw some bikers on the left, and also some gentleman walking his dog, so we kindly gave him space. And I noticed that the bikers were following us, so I let them go ahead because they were on KTMs and much lighter and faster bikes, so I thought, well, let them go first, let them go faster. But to my surprise, I was actually keeping pace with them. I didn't have to slow down, but I was definitely keeping pace, which is quite impressive for me.
Oh! Lost. Ow!
well, I was keeping a decent pace, but maybe I was a little out of my comfort zone. I went through the section a little bit picked a bad line and ended up.
Oh.
Now this section, I've never seen it this wet before. Normally it's just dry and there's sand that goes on and on. So this is actually a bit dangerous, I thought. You come round here, there's a fallen tree and there's a massive drop. It's hard to see on camera, but that is a very deep rut, very big. A 4x4 must have come through and just churned it all up and just created this massive hole. And if I'd fallen in that, it's deep enough that my front will have hit the bottom of it, and then my bottom of the bike would have hit the thing, and I'd have probably got stuck and fallen over. It was just a straight shaft down. So let's watch this again in super slow motion to work out what happened. So on the approach, you can see there was a lot of strong wind, and the ripples in the water indicate this section here was unsheltered from the wind. I think the wind just caught me just a little bit, which might have assisted this. And yeah, I hit the rut. I've skillfully hit the kill switch, lost my balance, and fell over. Luckily the bike didn't land on my foot.
Yeah, I'll let you finish that one. Can you ride it out? Yeah, hang on.
Now it looks like I'm limping here, but what happened was when I crashed or went down, the water pulled in a load of dirt and gravel, and that was all sloshing around in my boot.
Ow!
So by this point I was quite wet, a bit tired, ready for lunch. This is the last technical section that we really did today. This is actually quite hard. It's quite a steep uphill climb on chalk. So the rear wheel will start to spin if you give it too much power. You just keep the momentum up. If you pick a bad line, it can go very bad for you. So I hit the bushes there, came over to the right side, picked a bad line, realising that I was going to be slipped off the pegs right there, but managed to keep my speed up and keep going. If I had stopped, it would have been a problem.
Woo!
Let's watch that again in slow motion. So coming out the tunnel, I didn't want to be near the walls, so I stood in the middle, but there's a lot of sludge in the middle, a lot of thing. I decided, okay, I'm out of the wall, let's go into a different lane. Oh, realising that I have no grip on the front, the bike decided to go to the left. I thought, oh, I better hang a right before I hit that tree, and I just about saved it. Luckily I didn't touch the front brake at all in that whole slip and slide. After some lunch at Newlands, we decided to, well, carry on going off-roading. The weather was all over the place, so it had just cleared. We thought, okay, fine, we've got a clear spell, let's go now. It's quite an easy trail, this is, but you'll always run into walkers on here, especially on a weekend.
This is so slippery. I'm gonna die. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is so...
And it wasn't long until the rain started up again. It got heavier and heavier and heavier.
What's up? Okay, shall we pull over? Let's stay here a sec. Yeah, I'm freaking cold.
What I meant to say was, shall we just jet wash our bikes and call it a day and go home? We've been riding for about 4.5 to 5 hours. Bit tired now, very wet. I don't have my waterproof socks, which I ordered a couple of weeks ago, yet. When they come in the post, I will be putting them to good use. So ends another day riding. Andrew needs to go home and order a new battery. I need to readjust my handguards because they got knocked loose. But other than that, it was a good day's riding. Thanks for watching.